here, so I need to go here, and I need to go to auto find and activate. Can I disable the other one? Let's see. Okay. I don't know how that works, but let's see. I don't even know. Frickin' wackadoo is wackadoo. That's pretty dang cool. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, hey, what, dude? That was fast. I got you, brother. I got you. I got you, my brethren. I got you. Just give me a second to figure it out. Hold on. I changed all my stuff. Bang. Dean. User actions. What up, Isla? Mark as or make? Okay, let's just do it this way. I'm gonna let you know I take it away much faster than giving it. So just, you've been cool though. Yo, Stern. All right, there you go, my brethren. What up, Julio? All right, let me make sure this works. Okay, I guess it does work. All right, cool. Yeah, thank you, my brother. How you doing, Isla? What's up, Julio? All right, all right. Welcome to the family, Dean. Welcome to the family, Julio. All right, now let me do this so I know what I'm talking about here. So I can do this. User actions. I don't know what that means, or if I just did it right. How you doing, Isla? Okay, okay, it does mark you. Okay, I see, I see, I see. All right, cool. Let me maybe I can do this too. So far so good. There, Julio. All right, let me make sure it's on Twitch. All right, that looks like it's working. Oh, you know what I gotta disable? I gotta disable freaking autofocus. This thing's wackadoodling out. Properties. Configure. Camera. Apply. Hopefully it'll stop autofocusing on the background. There we go. All right, cool. All right, cool. All right. Okay, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Doing good, doing good. All right, my brother. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How's everything been going, Isla? Did I tell you what? It's so weird. Okay. I try my best. I just started praying every morning. I started praying every morning, and every time you go to sleep, you should absolutely do that. It's a great way. A lot of people that aren't religious meditate often, and people that meditate and pray, if you're religious or not religious, it's typically have a typically have easier time solving basic problems. Instead of looking to other people for answers to your problem, you can talk through it with yourself, basically. Yo, it's Henry, double tap screen. What up, Henry? All right. So did that pin the wackadoodle there? I can't tell if it's pinned or not. What really wiped out the dinosaurs? Good question. I honestly do not know. I honestly do not know. I would be lying if I said I did. But I tell you what, there's really interesting stuff about dinosaurs that came out recently, or not so, I mean, within the past 10 years or so, that they're finding dinosaur bones that aren't fossilized. They're actually, they have meat like inside the bone marrow. Look, I'll show it to you. I'll show you. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. What's up, Brad? Think it was the yeast. Oh, dinosaurs. We only discovered eight. Not, I don't even think that much. But let's look at that real quick. Dinosaurs, they say, are truly rich in fiber. What's up, cheese? How much of the ocean have we explored? 20 to 27%. 80% is unmapped. Yeah, so we've barely explored anything. I can't tell if you can see that or not. Yeah. About 5% has been physically explored. So 95% we've never physically seen. There could be any creatures in the ocean. There's that definitely. We find new creatures every year. All right, what were we talking about? Okay. Soft tissue found in dinosaur fossils. Yes, soft tissue like blood vessels, collagen, and cell like structures have been found in dinosaur fossils, most famously by Mary Schweitzer in a Tyrannosaurus rex femur, challenging previous beliefs that they couldn't last millions of years, with evidence suggesting iron and protein cross linking help preserve them. They include stretchy, pliable materials and branching vessels in modern techniques using mild acids to reveal them by dissolving the minerals, leaving the organic remnants intact. So this was in 2005. In 2005, they found that. So either the ones they found aren't millions of years old, or they were wrong about how long soft tissues could be preserved. He ain't here yet. Matt, Adam, how you doing, my brethren? Oh, you're in Twitch. Thank you, brother. I don't think the whole ocean will ever be. No, no, no, no, no. Yeah, water pressure. Right, right. And think about how expensive it is to make underwater exploration craft. Very, very, very expensive. And if something is messed up, it just kaboom, everybody's gone instantly within a couple of milliseconds. Yeah, it probably won't be. I mean, listen, it's so huge. Even if we had 1,000 people all over the planet, experience, visiting a mile a day. Let's see. Let's see. How many square miles make up the oceans? 139 million square miles. So it would take 13 million days to explore the oceans if we had 1,000 people just underwater exploring 1 square mile, 1 cubic mile. Well, hold on, that's square miles. How many cubic miles? How many cubic miles? 321 million. So that's way, way, way, way, way more. So it would take 300, or it would take 32 million days. 32 million divided by 365. So it would take 87,671 years if we had 1,000 people exploring one cubic mile every day. The whole ground hasn't even been explored yet. Right, right. We just found a new tribe the other day that's never been seen before, and they say they're like 12,000 years behind. Like they don't have boats, they don't have stone tools. They have bows and arrows, but they're wooden. They don't have like as far as we know, at least from what's been already discovered or found out about them. If he had 1,000 people, we don't even discover anything because of what Smith said. The pressure, right, right, yeah. You can't go that deep. You need for each person, you would need dozens of support people too, bro. When you look at something else, you stay still, and I thought my screen was frozen. Yeah, that's how I work. I'm antsy, antsy, antsy until my brain turns on for a second or slows down for a second. Let's see. Let's see. Let's talk about if everyone farted at the same time, it would pollute the earth 10 times more than cars do. So, lady, my friend, I actually remember, I think it was XKD. What was it? I can't remember the name. If everyone on earth farted at once. I remember seeing a video about this. Hold on, hold on. Okay, well, Zach D Films did one, so let's look at this. Zach D is the one, but also the guy that does the cartoons. The guy, he's been doing them for like freaking 15, 20 years on the internet. XKDC, I'll look it up. Boy, the methane. Right, because you think like I remember reading once that everyone on and maybe it was everyone in America. Like if everyone in America stood shoulder to shoulder, we wouldn't even fill up Texas. So if everyone was standing shoulder to shoulder in America, you still have all that land that would be empty. You know what I'm saying? So they say we're overpopulated, but there's like, let me say, let's see. How many people could exist on Earth? It says hundreds of billions. Hundreds of billions. So we are at 8 billion right now. Oh, you couldn't hear the video? Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. That's my fault. Dang it. I keep doing that. Okay, properties. I got to remember to set that up. All right. Okay, let me see if it's it. So, properties. Okay. Yep. It's okay. Hold on. It's all right. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad.
If everyone on Earth.
You hear that? Kneel down. Have you tried thermal camera videos of farting? Not only that, but thermal cameras of people farting and thermal cameras of people lighting their farts on fire. I bet all the cows would fill up Texas. I don't know, man. It's fine. I'm still getting used to it. Yes, you can hear it. Okay.
Earth farted at the same time, you might think the combined release of gas would create an unprecedented global explosion. But is this actually true? Well, human farts can contain trace amounts of highly flammable gas. But even if all 8 billion people released this gas, it still wouldn't be enough to have a serious impact. It would just cause loud sounds and intense smells.
Right. Okay. So let's look it up. Thermal camera image of people farting. Oh, it's a fake viral video. So I think that's why they lit him on fire.
You
This is,
wouldn't be shaming the cat if you knew the truth. Mythbusters actually built a fart machine, a whoopee cushion that releases gas at body temperature, and they tested if infrared cameras could catch a fart on screen. Turns out the gas wasn't warm enough to stand out from the air around it, so thermal cameras couldn't see a thing. And even if they could, the gas spreads out so quickly,
Right.
there's not going to be any heat trail left behind. But you can track the cat's trail like this.
That's
And don't forget to check out my second channel.
why would anyone think like that, Saeed? People do weird stuff, but so lighting them on fire, you can absolutely see. Let's see. Yeah. This was schemed of people lighting. Oh, okay. So the ones they used to pass around back in the early 2000s was wasn't YouTube videos. These were back in like the days of oh damn it, what was it? I want to say it was AOL Instant Messenger. Dude, so I had a buddy. I had a buddy that would light his farts on fire all the time. It was my best friend growing up's younger brother, and he had there's like Adidas running. What are they called? Workout suits. Not a sweatsuit. Not sweatpants, but like the thin, almost like polyester, plasticky pants. And he tried to like lean back and light his fart on fire. He melted a hole in the plastic, and it freaking puffed the legs out when the flame went inside. It puffed the legs out of the Jeremy. He's dead now, but yeah, but I'll absolutely remember it. Tracksuit. Yes. Adidas tracksuit. Adidas tracksuit. Yeah, like these things. Let me see if I can find them. Like these kind of is right here. Like it wasn't as shiny as that, but like the plasticky looking ones. Not the thick. Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, like a real Russian. Yeah. Well, he tried a lot of things. He put butane lighter fluid, liquid or not butane, like Zippo lighter fluid in his mouth to try to spit fireballs, and he ended up catching himself on fire. He ended up burning down the whole back of his back. Right behind his backyard was a field of like dry grass, and he lit that like trying to. Oh, yeah, dude. 120. Jeez, I didn't even see that. That's absolutely crazy. That probably costs about $3 to make. What up, Super? Let's see. What up, Kahora? What's up, girl? Jump on the Twitch. I'm trying to get my hours up, or my viewer. I need one more follower on Twitch to hit my goal. Is it in the chat? I think it's in the. Is it? I can't tell if it's pinned in the chat from this thing. What up, Jonathan? Find me the pink sobe. Find me it. And that was that a pink lemonade sobe? Pink sobe drink. Oh, they got it. Oh, they said it's back. Oh, make it at home. Sobe, but let's see what's got here. Shopping. Banana. I don't know which flavor. Lies. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, there you are. Thank you, girl. Sobe water. Oh, maybe it's not the same thing. I don't know. I don't know. This says liquor store. Oh, it's lit. This is liquor. Only white and pink. Gotcha. And I didn't know they made a adult version. That's freaking crazy. That's crazy. Let's see here. How do I do this thing, man? I gotta figure out how to work. Oh, so Kahora, I saw an app that lets you use an old phone or a phone as a stream deck. So I'm recharging my old phone now. Yes, Opoo. I never watched a lot of seasons of anything, but I've seen a lot of episodes of Dexter. A girl I dated was a huge fan of Dexter, and yeah, so we watched a lot of that. I remember the episodes I watched were the ones where his sister, I think it was his sister, or the girl that I think it was his sister, like where she caught him, like she went into his air conditioner, his window air conditioner unit, and found all like the blood samples and stuff. Yes, it was very graphic. Yeah. Dude, I tell you what, I've worked with a lot of these people and they love the people that do the special effects and stuff. I was a prop maker, but I didn't work with like special effects stuff like that, hands on. And they love it. They're like, we can do more. We can do more. We can do more. Like do you know who does a whole lot is what's his name? He did Pulp Fiction. Quentin Tarantino. He likes to have like if somebody gets cut a little bit, it's like like video game style. Oh, season 7, you remember? Yeah, and then I think she ended up like not making it in the next season, and I remember my girlfriend was all, I think she's really dead. Django. Yeah, that was yeah, absolutely, that was wild. But I'm talking about specifically. I can't remember if it was Kill Bill. I don't think it was Kill. Maybe it was Kill Bill. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We got the internet. I haven't watched Extra Right of it. Probably would watch it. Spoiling. Yeah. I watched the first couple seasons with a friend. I had to stop because it was too gross for me. It's rough. It's rough. It's absolutely rough. Okay, what were we gonna look up now? I don't think it was. Maybe it was Kill Bill. I think it was Kill Bill. What Quentin Tarantino movie used excessive blood? Crazy 88 fight in Kill Bill. Yeah. Where the 88 guys come out after her, and the one woman that had like the chain mace thing that I can't remember what that was called, Morningstar, whatever. It was over the top. Yeah. Jackie Brown was a great film. I'm allergic to bullets, and I'm allergic to pain. But no, nothing else as far as I know. Yeah. Hey, Robert. Well, Richard, we meet again, dear friend. Yes, sir. How are you, my friend? You seem, I don't know if it's New York or what, but you seem to have a lot of people around you that don't care about your mental health. Jeez, dude. When you said a friend of mine, I was like, that ain't no friend. Richard, you're allergic to... Yes, I absolutely am. Absolutely am. They make me break out in mad. Yeah, it's terrible. That's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy, Robert. It's unbelievable. just because somebody tells these people that stuff, they absolutely believe it, and it only takes a few seconds, and they could, but instead they would rather just spread it. And I'm telling you, one of the truest things you will ever see in life or hear in life is misery loves company. It's absolutely true. All right, brother. Good. Yeah. Yeah, listen. You got to stop. You got to stop people that tell you stuff that's absolutely negative. And when they tell you stuff like they were telling you, they tried to add the science part into it like it's fact. Remember, theories are theories because they're often proven wrong. I that friend I watched Dexter with really likes gory shows, and I watched American Psycho and Texas Chainsaw Massacre with her, and it was gross. Yeah, that the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was that. Yeah, they were nuts movies, and that was a cheap movie too. What up? What up, Steve? Do you like Zack Snyder movies, his DC movies specifically, and what do you think he deserves all the hate? Let's see. Zack Snyder movies. No, not yet, Julio. You were teetering on the edge. It's even a theory. It's a weak hypothesis. Right. It's a hypothesis that gets destroyed in a few seconds of yeah. But the problem is, this is the problem with colleged people. People that have degrees in stuff other than science and stuff like to go around and say everything they heard in college is true, even when it's stuff that other students told them. Like, no. My professor. Right. Yeah. Your professor told you that, and then you believed it, and then you told, and yeah, it's absolutely crazy. All right, what was I looking up? Zack Snyder movies. And I think he deserves the hate. Oh man, Dawn of the Dead was great. 300 was great. Watchmen was great. I never saw the Justice League. Batman versus Superman, I never saw. Man of Steel was good. No, yeah, no. Sucker Punch, I think I did see that. No, I didn't see that. No. Yeah, I think people are just weird. Listen, people today for some reason think right now is all there ever is and all there ever will be. Like, they just because somebody makes a bad movie or two doesn't mean that they're complete trash. No, they made really good movies before, and they might make really good movies again. That's crazy. Dexter is the only show where you root for the main character and then quietly remind yourself, "Wow, I'm rooting for." Yes, that's right. Yeah, no, it's very well made, very. I don't want to say intellectual, but very psychologically thrilling. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah. I've never worked. Let me make sure I've never worked on any of his movies. I don't think I have. Zack Snyder movies filmed in Atlanta. Zack Snyder. Zack. Oh, Justice League and Man of Steel. He often okay. He's known for his major functions. Okay, yeah. Oh, The Flash. I never saw that either. Look up what Dan Snyder did to Ariana Grande. Okay, you like Nicolas Cage. I like him in some stuff and don't like him in other stuff. Like, I've really liked him in. Hold on. Watching Dexter in your 40s hits differently if you're less impressed by the kills and more worried about the work life balance. Loves telling jokes. That man created masterpiece. Such a man. Right. This is what I'm talking about. And people are giving him crap because yeah, it gets crazy. I can't believe they're remaking $6 Million Man and using the actor from Superman. No way. Hold on. Hey, what's up, Blazer? Hold on. What were we just talking about a second ago? Was that Dan Schneider did Ariana Grande? What did Dan Schneider do to Ariana Grande? Oh yes. Sorry, yeah, from Nickelodeon. Yeah. Listen, stuff, man. That stuff needs to stop. Yes, he was great in Con Air. Yeah, he was great in. I can't remember the names of the movies. Was Leaving Las Vegas him? Yeah, Leaving Las Vegas. Um, Con Air was absolutely great. Face Off, I think it was, where that was even freaking good. I would love more movies and shows based off of World War One and Two, like Band of Brothers. Yeah, The Surfer. You mentioned that before. I couldn't remember if I saw it. The Surfer. I don't. I did not see The Surfer. I did not see The Surfer. I should have led. I should have the lead in $6 Million Man. I'm Colonel Austin Blazer. Listen, I don't know if you've got an active channel or not. You should make a short, like a 30-second short of you doing a part in $6 Million Man. Take one of the episodes that you liked back in the day and just recreate it, even just if it's yourself and yourself and yourself. I'm telling you, you if you absolutely can, and if you find enough people that don't like what they're doing with the $6 Million Man, they'll be like, "Hey, dude, you feel like?" I'm telling you, it doesn't cost anything. I really like The Surfer a lot. Mom thought I was stupid. Lockheed has plasma tech that can teleport a skyscraper. What's up, Lil Gothics? Yeah, I'm telling you, Blazer, and just do it. Do a crappy version, a rough draft, put it out there. Then if you get, a couple 100,000 views on it, a couple hundred or 1,000 views on it, then remake it again and remake the same scene, and then you'll see over about 3 months, people will go back to watch this, and you can even put part 3, and then people will go back to watch what the rough draft and the edit and blah blah blah looks like. I'm telling you, it's a great idea. What you tweaked for there, Save? I'm ex-military. I know the mannerisms, brother. Do it. And listen, where I if you need any voiceover work, or you need the narrator to say here, anything like that, I'll do it for free. Whatever. Let's just do it. The first 3 Mad Max. Mel Gibson, absolutely great in Mad Max. Save. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I can't handle that stuff anymore. It makes me too. Yeah, it makes me very on a. So Shallow. Are you all worried about fame, liked, and subscribers? What about your health, family, and maybe a potential husband? No, I'm 100%. So you just heard this very short part of one stream out of hundreds that I've done. The one thing I do push is absolute health, exercise, making sure your B12, your D3, your magnesium is straight, vitamin K2. I promote that more than anything. You just happen to come in at one small part, because I talk about life, everything. But sometimes you got to have fun, and sometimes if you're an artist, you have to keep your health up so you can make art, but you've got to talk about making art and making community. So many people, and then while making that community, you can find husbands and wives, because it's very difficult to find a proper husband or wife in today's wackadoodleness when you're just like using dating apps and stuff. You have to do stuff that makes you enjoy life, and then find other people that have that in common, then take that something in common to turn it into a relationship. You can't just be like, well, I just want to be, but I agree. No, I didn't take offense at all. We're good. Absolutely. I agree with you. I agree with you. But yeah, this fame, likes, and subscribes, if you start a business and you get likes, fames, and stuff, you can hire other people, pay them a good wage, and create a community of people. Those people can find people to marry and have children with. I agree, though. The first Lethal Weapon was great. A lot. Dude, they're about to come out with another Lethal Weapon. I think 7 or something. Bro, when I swiped the other stream, I saw someone's head is backwards and reacting to stuff. Their body is front, their head is backwards. This stream is better than many others. Thank you. The last one I was on some guy eating a sandwich during lunch break. I'm leave one stream since I'm hearing double. Yeah. Understood. Yeah, that's fine. I think building is better than working. It is definitely, because you can build and then help people work. The thing is, you need business owners in order to have people, in order to make jobs that people can, so you can have employees that can feed their families and feed. I wish I could go live without water and electricity, like the Amish, and still have a husband. I wish I could live, go live. I thought go live. Gotcha. Don't bug me, but I want to focus on work a bit. Don't bug me, but I want to. Oh, gotcha. No problem, my friend, no problem. Straight facts. Last night I was listening to Triple U. Oh, it doesn't bug you. It doesn't bug you. Gotcha. All right, so in life, you've got to have balances. And I think a big problem with people not having relationships now is they're just saying, oh, nice butt, nice hair, nice boobs, nice shoes, whatever. And that's how they're choosing people to date, rather than, we were talking last night about when we used to go rent movies from, like, on tape. We would go to, in America here, it was called Blockbuster. And you would go there and you would rent movies and you would look around for a half hour, and then you would find a girl or a guy that was also in that section. Over the course of weeks, you would go rent movies and return movies, and you would see that person. Then you would say, hey, I always see you here. And that starts something up. That's how relationships should be based on, something that you have in common besides, I want to kiss you. You're not the savage yet? Hold up. Okay. Thank you, my friend. Listen, I think when people come out with apps, they want to make dating seem so confusing and so out of whack that you're like, oh, I'm going to buy this app to make it more convenient. And the convenience leads you off of a cliff, because they don't want you to not be. The thing is about dating apps is they don't want you to get married. They want you to stay on the app and pay month after month after month. If they set you up with people, matched you with people that you actually were compatible with, then you'd both delete the app and you'd go on about your life. They don't want that. What up, Matumbu? Gardener girlfriend. So my parents go to the Georgia Master Gardeners meetings every week, and a lot of people do that, and there's young people there too, and so there's absolutely things you can do. I need a girl that builds me up. No cap, we grow together type. You that's right. That's how it works. Well, welcome back, Matumbe. It's been a while. I definitely didn't kiss my some Gucci Mane. I don't use any of those dating apps. So much bad things my parents didn't do with that. Right, yeah, you don't need them. Those aren't marriage apps. They're dating apps. You didn't kiss your dorm roommate? So is it social media? It's just us. So it's us. It's us, not... Companies and governments try to change human nature. They try to change what's natural for people. They try to make it different and then say, you guys are too stupid to figure it out, so vote for me and go after all this so that I'll figure it out for you, because it's so confusing. No, it's not. People have been doing it before the written language. What up, duo? Social media lets you see a lot of people messing up at once that it seems normal. Like, you hear a lot of people say, we need to normalize blah, blah, blah, blah, blah. Like bullcrap stuff, because so many people do it. So it shouldn't be bad. We should normalize it that we sleep with 700 people a week. You need to find someone that loves you without the money. Right. No, absolutely. I agree 100%. But also the thing is, if you have money, if you have employees, if you have community, you can find people that are more... I mean, that's why you rarely see rich people marrying poor people. They usually marry people in their communities. Comparison is the thief of joy. That's 100% true. What up, Rahendra, brother? Ain't seen you in a couple days. Good to see you, my friend. People only show their highlights on social media. That's right, and that's a big problem. People, so you can be living under a bridge for a week, but then somebody takes you out on a date, and then you say, oh, look, this is the life I'm living. So people say, oh, wow, they get taken out on such nice dates. But then after the date, the next night, you're back to living under a bridge. It's complete trash. Good, my friend. What up, Shane? Doing good. What up, Nam? What up, Nums? How are you? How are you? Luxurious. Yes, luxury brands are for people that can't figure out how to make themselves the luxury. They have to buy luxury and hang it on themselves, because they can't say, this is what I can offer to the world. They say, look what I can get. Hi, how's it? How's it? Let's see. I think I missed this. Aw. No, that's not it either. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Things aren't that confusing. But if you want to make a lot of money off of hurt people, you can tell them that the reason that they're in a bad situation, like look at all the people that do get rich quick schemes. People are they can't handle their money. They don't know how to budget. They can't figure that out. They want to drive fancy cars and have fancy shoes and clothes and whatnot, but they can't handle their money. So like, I just need more money. No, if you had more money, you would spend more money on things that won't make you money. Yes, my friend, I feel really bad, dude. Really bad for the next generation. The parents of today use, dude, have you seen the iPad children meltdowns? Dude, there was a teacher last week that got pepper sprayed because a kid in class couldn't stay off of his phone, and he was like playing music and stuff on it and interrupting the whole class. So she took his phone and he pepper sprayed the teacher. And this is like, I think it was 5th or 6th grade. I'll double check it. This week's been good. The Bears lost and Indiana won. How's it been for you? It's been very good, Shane. Very, very good. I started on Twitch. If anyone's interested, I need one more follower on Twitch to reach my goal. If anybody's got Twitch, I would appreciate that. I'm still rocking my Kirkland signature bras. Right. And they probably hold your boobs where you want your boobs to be held, right? It probably does what you want. But no. Crop circles are crazy. Yeah. I love that people are making them and making such kick-ass looking art. Because a lot of people make art out of some stone and it stays forever. But crop circles, it's going to regrow, whatever. It's cool. It's just for the moment, which is kind of cool for art. People are just dumb. Casinos are designed to take your money. That's right, designed to. That's why listen. I don't gamble my own money. One time on stream, a moderator donated some money to the stream so we could have fun on stream. But yeah, I didn't use dollars and cents. Yeah, and yeah, and it went away in like an hour, and that's less than that. It was like $20, and yeah, but absolutely not. That's exactly why. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. Have faith and not in your works, but only his word across, his work on the cross. If you love him, keep him in. If you love him, keep his commandments. Yes, sir. If you want to get me those $100 Victoria's Secret products, let me know. What hair? I don't use any. I use no hair products. The only thing that I use at all, I rinse my hair. I don't shampoo my hair. I don't condition my hair. If the natural oils of your hair give you what you need, and a lot of these products, these shampoos and conditioners, they're meant to be addictive, so to speak, habit forming. So it looks good for a day, but then the next day your hair's all wackadoodle and dried out. So then you're like, oh, I need to do it again. No, that's the problem. Same thing with chapsticks. Chapsticks moisturize your lips for a moment, but ultimately dry your lips out to make you need to use the chapstick again. I don't gamble. Yeah, a lot of people are like that. Only gamble with money you're okay with losing. Right. So listen. If you go on a cruise or something and you say, okay, I got $5,000 that I want to spend on this vacation, and it gets towards the end of the vacation, and you're like, wow, I've only spent $3,900. You can take $100 to the, yeah, absolutely. But the problem is, if you've got an addictive behavior, and if you're poor, don't gamble, because the problem with being poor is you have the hope, the dream that you'll just hit the $1 million and all your problems will go away. And then you'll just make your problems worse because you'll lose money on gambling. Yeah, I'm okay with losing everything. Rosemary, rosemary and oregano oil are better for your hair to regrow your hair than minoxidil, which is Rogaine. Absolutely, but you have to mix it with something like coconut oil so it doesn't burn your scalp. Genetics, right, dude? Thank you, my brother. I don't wash my hairs with soap or none. Me neither. Me neither. Sounds like a hey, brother. Hold on, we'll look it up in just 1 second. The no wash method. What up, Seacon? Max the American Express. Thank you. What up, Sydney? I don't use shampoo. I don't use it. I don't use it. I rinse my hair when I'm in the shower. I use soap on my armpits and my butthole and my boy bits and my feetsies. Yeah. Do you watch? I don't watch any. The black MX Black Card. Okay, hold on. So to Chapstick Conspiracy. Hold on, my friend. Hold on 1 second, Perfect. Chapstick that dries your lips, so you need to reuse it. Some popular brand like Carmex, Burt's Bees, and chapsticks contain ingredients like methanol, phenol, and salicylic acid that create temporary soothing sensation but actually cause more dryness, leading to a cycle of needing to reapply. It's crazy, dude. My hair needs anything, just use argan oil. Hey man, quick question. Would you rather gain muscles or gain eagers? I don't know what an eager is. But I would rather, I don't know what's eagers. Eagers, gain eagers. No, I need to look into pheromone and credit maxing. I don't use conditioner either. No, you won't need it. Listen, conditioners replace the oils that are naturally in your hair. But because you've washed them away with shampoo, you strip the oils. You need to replace them. That's what conditioner's for. You took what you already had and you got rid of it. So now your hair is super dry, so you add conditioners to but the oils in the conditioners are very short lasting. Thank you for the education. Screw you, Chapstick. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Listen, absolutely. You can use beeswax, right? But even the ones like Burt's Bees, they still add menthol, phenol, and salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is used for acne. It dries your skin out. It's what's in like the Tux pads for acne and stuff. That's salicylic acid, and that's how it helps with acne, by drying your skin out. Why would you put that on your lips to dry your lips out? Right? It's great. Yeah. Yes, you can use bees. So do you know what cowboys used to do for chapped lips? Never mind. Okay. They used to kiss the butthole of a horse so that they wouldn't lick their lips. That might just be a joke. Can you share with us why you are gay today, sir? Thank you. Sure. Not. But thanks for asking, my friend. How are you, Dr. Krumer? Oh, but do you know about the gay bomb, Dr. Krumer? We talked about that last stream or 2 streams ago. So the government, watch this. I lie not. The gay bomb. Gay bomb is a term for a non-lethal psychochemical weapon speculated by the United States Air Force in the 1990s. It was meant to make people so attracted to the other men so that they would put their weapons down and start making out with each other. And this is one of the conspiracy theories. They say they're spraying that with what are they called? Chemtrails to make. That's why so many people are becoming gay. It's absolutely crazy. That's Cora. Why are you gay? Yeah. Here he goes, Zach D. Films, gay bomb. Okay, let me find it. All right, let's see what this is.
Yes, we are serious about this one. A gay bomb. Now, you are probably thinking they can't hint at a device designed to bomb people into gayness. Well, prepare yourselves. At some point in time, a concept emerged for a chemical weapon that would release pheromones, causing soldiers to get sexually aroused and attracted to individuals of the same sex. Which is a nice way of saying they dropped their guns and started to suck each other's cocks in anger. How do you make a war movie about that? I mean, can you imagine a soldier storming an enemy position only to find a bunch of soldiers occupied in some mutual fellatio? And the Oscar goes to... In the end, the project was considered impractical and unethical. Funny.
Yeah, do you think if they found out that actually worked, they'd be like, no, that's too far. That's too far. I'm dropping that. The auto mod works good. Okay, on Twitch, Saving Ryan's Privates. Yeah, so the United States Air Force in 1994, supposedly they spent $7.5 million developing this, and then they said, oh no, we can't use that. But then all of a sudden, ever since the 90s, people have been getting gayer and gayer, and they just say it's just more people are more comfortable with it, so they're coming out of the closet. Or... it looks like they tried exactly random pipe, brother. It looks right. It's absolutely, once you know that these things were actually talked about in the government, and when the government brings it up and says this might be possible, they wouldn't have thought about it if it wasn't already possible. If a company didn't come to them and say, I've got something that can do this, and maybe we could turn it into a bomb. So it probably, the chemistry or probably got close to existing or exists, and that's what's crazy. I drank raw milk when I lived in. I drink it now. What are Alex doing? No, yes. This is right. This is what he was talking about. So supposedly that's actually happening to the frogs because of what. And this is the conspiracy theory about it being sprayed by airplanes. Yeah, I love whole milk. Did they bomb me? They got you, Kahora. Right. That would be absolutely crazy. That would be absolutely crazy. Yeah, so what I typically do is I take raw milk and whole milk and I mix them half and half because raw milk's $10 a gallon. So then I just get whole milk also and I make a best of both worlds. Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know if you're still here, Dr. Krumer, but you can say, did they get you? Did the Air Force get you? I didn't see it coming. Ignorance is bliss. I drink raw milk. Raw milk here, not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. Yep. So I'm in Georgia, so there's cows, dairy farms all around me. Normal milk is 14. Where do you live again? Man, that was my voice. You think it's gross? Why do you think it's gross? Good evening. Jeebus Christ. What's up, Jesus? I only drink pasteurized milk. Yeah. So do you know why so many people are lactose intolerant now? They take the lactose out of the milk. They take the lactase out of the milk. They sell it back to you to take care of when the milk gives you issues. Raw milk contains lactose and lactase. Lactose cancels out lactase, basically. So if you have lactose intolerance, you go buy lactase, like Lactaid pills. Yeah, it's crazy. $14 is crazy. No, I don't buy it. Listen, everywhere else in the world doesn't. America and the UK and Canada are like the only people that back in the day before refrigeration, it was important. I don't drink warm raw milk. I don't drink. I buy filtered raw milk that's been milked and then milked, filtered, and refrigerated. But I don't get it homogenized and I don't get it pasteurized. Now that you have refrigeration, you don't need it. I milk from the teat of a nut. Yeah, that's what ND likes that oat milk. That's crazy. I almost like how they remove all the pulp from orange juice and then add the pulp back to the orange juice for the pulp version. Right. Absolutely crazy. So they can have the same amount of orange juice and make twice as much money off of it. Because they water it down. They take the orange juice out. They call it by concentrate. So they take a gallon of orange juice. They take all the pulp out. They cut it in half. So now you've got 2 gallons. One's got all the pulp in it. One's got all, but it's half a gallon, half a gallon. Then they add water to make 2 gallons. Yep, that's crazy. Almond milk. He fell for it. Got milk propagandized. You can drink goat, camel, cow, and buffalo. Yes, sir. Let me know. Yep. Listen, if you care to, I'm 49 years old and things are going well for me health wise. So we were talking. We just got done talking about raw milk and milk that used to be delivered. Remember, back in the day before pasteurization was back in the day before refrigeration. So they would milk the cows. They would take big ass jugs up with big cans of it, and then a milkman would drive around, fill up the bottles, and put them on your front doorstep with like no lid on them or anything. And then so like who knows how long it was sitting there while you were at work or whatever. You just get warm and hot, and then so people that drank sour milk. But if the milk is refrigerated, it doesn't grow. The refrigeration slows down bacterial growth. Goat milk is for the best. Cat milk, is human milk good for health? It's good for baby humans. Absolutely, one of the best things. Goat milk is great. Yeah, look up the dentist and the milkers right now. Cahoots, dude. Look up the dentist and the milkers right now. Cahoots. Oh, on Cahoots, you talking about? I do. Cats have nipples, right? Yes, cats have nipples. Yes, you can get cat milk. I'm 100% sure that you don't know what you're talking about, sir. That's fine. I'm 100% sure you don't know how to spell gig 1963. I'm 1977. What's your take on ketamine? So for people that have been through trying the bullshit SSRI route and have chronic depression, like chronic severe depression, it appears to work great for them. I mean, if you're talking about medically, we can drink cow milk and nobody bats an eye, but when a cow drinks human milk, it's weird. Right. What? A bunch of hypocrites. Goat cheese is fire. They work together to tell us what we need. What did I miss? They work together to tell us that we need milk for our teeth. Right. But teeth are made from hydroxyapatite. Coconut milk. I love coconut milk, Sir Wellington. I love it a lot. Coconut water, coconut milk. I know I have a funny screen name. My name is Gary. I have a funny screen name because it makes people laugh when they try to pronounce it. But no, that's a good way to do it, my friend. I agree. Chicken fart. Brett, you got the point, brother. All right. EA Sports. It's in the game. There you go, Ben, my brother. Tofu milk. I don't like tofu milk. I don't really like tofu either. Yeah. Soybean milk, right? Open panel tonight. The Asylum, but not to cowards. Hold on. Open panel tonight. The Asylum, but not the cowards. We want all the smoke and drama at Steve Billings Asylum. Anyone interested? Jot it down. Here, I'll leave that on the screen for a second. Coconut milk is good. It's really, listen, used to get really drunk in the Virgin Islands and be really hungover in the Virgin Islands. And you pay a local there $5, $10. They'll climb up a tree, and throw down some coconuts, then get back down there with their machete, split it open on a rock and a machete, and give you. And it's freaking. I tell you what, two coconuts, your hangover is much better. Butterfly milk. You drink caffeine, or are you naturally this wired? I do drink caffeine, but I'm naturally this wired. Yeah, absolutely. Like when I stream from my phone, I walk like miles, just walking around my property and everything, walking around my house. Because I'm like right now my legs are going dee. But yeah, naturally, I wasn't this wired until my 40s when I started taking B12 like every day, B12 and D3. Yeah, like I used to have what they called chronic fatigue syndrome. Money, but I do drink. I drank coffee at 10 o'clock. Hey, hi from Luanda, Angola. Welcome, Sindano. Bamboo milk. It's decided by cultural norms. That's why it's weird in Asian eats intestines, but chitlins are normal. Right. Cultural, absolutely. I was drinking coffee for a bit, but never made it a habit. Yeah, I didn't drink coffee regularly until I was 40. Like when I was like 33. When I started in the movie industry, we had to wake up at 4:30 in the morning to be on set before 6. And I was like, this sucks. So I started drinking coffee. I don't think it helped wake me up, but I did it anyway. You have to take the humor where you can get it. Absolutely, Gary, brother. Absolutely. I agree. Search up butterfly milk. So you weren't kidding. Okay, let's see. We'll go out there. It's raining right now, but it's raining right now. What kind of bee makes milk? Boobies, dummy. What up, ADHD bro? Hola. I have a question about beer. I have a question about beer, good sir. Yes, go for it, my friend. In India, the famous milk is everyday milk from cows. Yes, right. In America, we have that also, but they call it pet milk. So you can get it for your pets because the government, the regulations in America say that it has to be pasteurized. But this law is from before there was refrigeration, regular refrigeration. Nahu say geez. Nahutu say he o lemonaho. I don't know what that means. Probably means imagine Coca-Cola milk. I'm sorry, I should have started without saying good morning. How are you? And I would like to subscribe and support your freedom of speech. Thank you, Gary, my brother. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Kaju Kasei. This guy looks like Bill Nye's brother. He's somehow more annoying than Bill. JP. When did you start your transition? Yesterday, day before yesterday. America's got Jersey cows. Yes. Okay, so what were we looking up? We were looking up butterfly milk. Hold on. Twit. Butterfly milk. Butterfly milk? Where am I at? Hold on. Butterfly milk. Butterfly milk. Let me take this off the screen real quick. Jersey cows. Butterfly milk refers to two things: a popular blue drink made with the butterfly pea flower tea, butterfly pea flower, the tea from that, and milk, common in Thailand, and a controversial, potentially harmful practice of extracting fluids from caterpillars, sometimes called milking, which is not actual milk, right? But bodily fluids used in expensive, unproven remedies. Jeez. Scotland Highlanders cows give the best milk. Sir Wellington, where are you from, my bro? What up? Yeah, ooh, right. What up, Jack? I love the. This was the freaking greatest place ever. I like how you tried to read our dialect. This shit got me giggling. I'm glad I could help my friend. It's just like 10K. I've done a lot of programming. Yeah, I've done a lot of programming. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a professional programmer. I don't get paid to program anymore. Years ago, in my early 30s, I did get paid. Late 25 to about 30. I did a lot of programming. Dedicated angler, and my grandfather was an angler. Your laugh. I'm a sub. All right. Hey, thank you, Jack. I'm from Thailand, and I have no idea about butterfly milk. Fish millet is full of protein and omega-3s. Yes, absolutely. I don't know if I might be saying it wrong. It might be milt, but millet is what I'm thinking. Fish milt. Semen from a male fish. Yes, it is. I got some beer from my convenience store next to my house last night, and one of them, hold on, just a can of half mold. Have you heard of that? Yes, called skunking. It's when so the seal around the top, or help me out, was it pressurized? Like when you opened, did it go? If not, the seal, the stamped seal that opens, that probably wasn't close. So the yeast, it's what it was. It's probably yeast and then mold. But yeah, it's called skunking. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Skunked beer. Skunked or light struck beer. Okay, beer that develops an unpleasant, pungent aroma like skunk spray, burnt rubber, or wet cardboard due to a chemical reaction when hop compounds are exposed to ultraviolet light, often from sunlight or store lights. Was it a can or was it a bottle? A can. I'm autistic. I just found random shit for. Hey, that happens to the best of us. Milk is not milk. Nah, this is the second time it's happened to me. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's don't drink it, my friend. Do you still have your cat? Yeah. What's the healthiest fast food? The healthiest fast food? Probably Steak and Shake. Repent to turn to Jesus, right with God before it's too late. Absolutely, my friend. 1,300, 1,300. Fried chicken is good. I'm a fan of fried chicken. Fart. Jersey Mike's is pretty good too. None of the super huge things. Not McDonald's, not Chick-fil-A, not freaking Hardee's. Popeyes is freaking good. Taco Bell is definitely not. Pho is fast food. I mess with Popeyes heavy. Quick question: do you wipe sitting down or standing up? Sitting down. Well, I got a bidet too, so I just pressure wash. El Pollo Loco has lots of chickens and vegetables. El Pollo Loco. El Pollo Loco near me. Um, Too far away. I'll have to check it out. Ooh, mama like fried chicken legs, man. I should get me some. Yeah, you can take care of it. We can take care of that. What am I doing wrong here? Uh, El Pollo Loco. It says there's one right about 20 minutes from me. Um, Subway, man. Listen, I don't trust liars. Subway calls themselves, the name of the company that owns Subway called themselves Doctors Associates. They're not doctors. And they use all kinds of wackadoodle shit. I don't trust that stuff. Yeah, we got a lot. Dude, I'm in Georgia. That's where Chick-fil-A's from. I'm in Georgia. Yeah, Chick-fil-A's from Georgia. Yeah. There's lots. Look. Chick-fil-A near me. Let's see.
All right, Chick-fil-A around.
Okay, look at this. Let me get it on the screen proper like here. Okay, you can see it. All right, look. Okay, look. It just keeps going and going and going and going. And then I got another page. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, so there's like this is just near me, like within 10 miles. Richard Fax girls and kicks what? Oh, kicking chicken from Zaxby's. I got Zaxby's all around me too. Filiberto's. What up, Joseph? Filiberto's. I don't think I've ever heard of it. Filiberto's. I was running Columbus, Georgia. How far away is that? Oh, it's big in Arizona. Is that where you're at, brother? Brother Joseph? I searched it up. There's 273 Chick-fil-A's. Yeah, there you go. 270 Chick-fil-A's in total. How many are in Georgia? Make sure you don't listen. Never listen to this guy BS 2000. It will slow down growth in life. It will it can make your hair start to fall out. You definitely do not want to do that. You do not want to be doing that. What up, Joseph? Arizona. Okay, yeah, it says Arizona's favorite Mexican food here. It's been over 10 years since I last had it. Oh, okay. Chick-fil-A. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's really good. But it ain't good for you. For real, what? Yes, absolutely. The reason it's promoted and advertised so much, you hear people like it's called gooning, so people can talk about it openly and regular, is because people that waste their time doing so, it releases testosterone. And if you notice your hair starts to go bald, there's something called DHT, dihydrotestosterone, DMT, DHT. Yes, and that's what makes your hair fall out. That's what makes you go bald. So people that do testosterone or steroids injections for weightlifting, you notice they start to lose their hair too. Same thing. But not just that. It makes you tired more. You're wasting all this energy that you could be doing something. If you've got an urge to do that, start doing some push-ups, do some sit-ups, do something other than that. Use that time to build your channel, to build your community. He's a fun fact. Chick-fil-A in Georgia. First Chick-fil-A was 1967. Greasy. Damn. Yeah, but it's like I was saying earlier, it's normalized. It's normalized. Like it's like, oh, yeah. And yeah, so absolutely, yeah. It's and I think that's why it's so promoted. The people that are already rich and powerful don't want competition. So anything they can tell you to do that will slow growth, which slows competition against them, they promote. What about Culver's? I think there's one near me. By the way, there's this thing called a Stone Onion in the malls out here in LA, and dang, it was so good they ended up closing now. I have very few hair left, and I'm only 30. Do you want some help, fried chicken? Fried chicken fart? Rosemary oil and oregano oil. 1 second. It's better than Rogaine, and it works topically. It can disable DHT locally. So if you put it on your scalp, the DHT that causes hairs follicles not to grow, it can reactivate them. I'll show you. What up, Sadish? I have too much. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. Rosemary oil, oregano oil for hair. Rosemary oil and rosemary and oregano are popular hair remedies, promoting hair growth by improving scalp circulation and fighting microbes. Rosemary is more studied for hair loss, while oregano offers antibacterial, antifungal benefits and strengthens hair shafts. They must be diluted with a carrier oil like coconut oil or jojoba oil and massaged into the scalp, reducing dandruff, strengthening roots, preventing breakage, and adding shine for healthier, thicker hair. All right, and let me tell you about what is DHT. Rosemary oil promises hair growth by potentially blocking DHT, dihydrotestosterone, and improving circulation, acting like finasteride, with oregano oil containing compounds like DHT enzyme 5-alpha reductase. So there you go. It's heavy. It's really heavy. It gives me headaches. In 1912, Forsyth County's racial cleansing, where white mobs drove out entire black population, and a forgotten 1971 industrial tragedy where predominantly black women manufacturing trip flares. Welcome to Georgia. So tea tree oil is really good for funguses. So if the reason for your hair loss is like parasitic bacterial, tea tree oil works. Tea tree also works on nail funguses. Jesus loves you, brother. I have so much rosemary, I should start using it. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Castor oil. Castor oil is really, really, really good for a whole lot of things. Really good, Noms. Have you ever broken a bone? Let me show you. Not a bone, but I broke the living crap out of it. I use grapeseed oil in my hair because it gets really dry and breaks off. Rosemary and oregano oils, both very good for that. So it's probably just the oil in grapeseed oil that lubes your hair. I would look into oregano oil and wackadoodle. Rosemary oil and oregano oil, yeah. Mix, remember, you can't add it straight to your scalp. That stuff's serious. You have to dilute it with like coconut oil. Tips for heart health: B12, methylcobalamin, and D3. Creosote. I've never used creosote. Creosote's typically a carcinogen. That's what I use for hair. Tea tree. Minthiness for life. For dandruff. Same thing. Listen, dandruff is usually a yeast infection of the scalp. Oregano oil is an antimicrobial. So yeah, that can take care of that too. I haven't broken a bone before, but almost my finger. Oh yeah, I've broken my fingers a bunch of times. I love cheesecake. Cheesecake Destroyer. I've got frozen cheesecake right now in my fridge right now. I love it. I love frozen cheesecake. I thought dandruff was just dry skin. No, absolutely not. I'll show you, my friend. Overabundance of yeast in the scalp. Okay. Abundance of yeast in the scalp is normal, but becomes problematic when it overgrows due to excessive oil, sweat, stress, weakened immune system, leading to dandruff. Reduces redness, itching, and flaking patches, seborrheic dermatitis. And this imbalance can be managed with antifungal shampoos, scalp oils, avoiding hats. Yeah, but that's what it is. The people that sell you anti-dandruff shampoos, they just wash the flakes away, and then they come back because they don't want. If it worked, you'd only use it once, right? I have seborrheic dermatitis. Yeah, brother, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I used to have big patches on my forehead here, all into my scalp. It's all gone now. I don't use shampoo at all. I have a cousin that works in the government cheesecake. No freaking way, Missouri. He's worked there for 26 years. Head and Shoulders works. I hope that's going to a joke. Oh no, you really do have horses. I thought it was a how do you give shoulders joke. Okay, okay, okay. Is it true that some shampoo can cause cancer? Listen, there are so many wackadoodle chemicals in these. There's shampoo does not need to be this complex. Not nowhere near not nowhere near this complex. It could just be fat, lye, and then the oils you need, like oregano and rosemary oil, and that's it. But they have thousands of other things in it, or hundreds, maybe dozens. Yeah, but you don't need it. Do you have younger siblings? I have an older brother and a younger sister. It's really funny because when people ask him what he does, he says he works for the government. They instantly think he's in the military or in Congress. I keep our cheese supply. What did you say worked for you? I'll show you. Rosemary oil, oregano oil for dandruff. Rosemary oil and oregano oil for dandruff. Damn it, it won't take the rosemary. Rose. And so you take rosemary oil and oregano oil, a couple of drops to like a half a cup, like maybe 5 drops each to a half a cup of coconut oil. And then when you wash your hair, you rinse your hair. Don't use freaking shampoo. And then you can rub it into your scalp, and then just spend about a minute, like just massaging the shit out of anywhere you got those patches. Oregano oil mixed with oregano oil mixed with coconut olive oil can help dandruff due to the antifungal properties, combating the yeast that causes flakes. I don't know if you guys can see that. Anybody on Twitch can probably see that. Yeast that causes flakes. Properly diluted, 2 to 3 drops per tablespoon of carrier. That's a lot weaker than or a lot stronger than I made mine. Oregano oil contains carvacrol and thymol, compounds that fight dandruff by fighting the fungus Malassezii. Malassezii. I love parabens in my scalp. I just got a babysitter a couple days ago. Oh, for your baby or for your horse? I didn't know. Yes, dandruff is a yeast infection. And Gary, I remember you saying you're 100% sure I didn't know what I was talking about. Welcome to the family, Gary. I never understood quantum tunneling. That's your opinion about it. So quantum tunneling exists. We actually have physical proof that it exists. The new Microsoft room temperature. I think it's room temperature. Quantum computer uses quantum tunneling for its bit flipping. Vitamins. I take 5,000 micrograms of, and today I took 15,000. That's probably why I'm off my rocker. 5,000 micrograms, MCGs. That's 5 milligrams every day under the tongue. So you get what's called sublingual, underlingual, lingus tongue, and D3, any D3. So I take 1,000 units I use of D3. I'll show you the D3 I use if you're interested. Rosemary smells so good to just throw some in the shower. Yeah, rosemary smells really good. Oh, for your baby sister. Hey, welcome back, my friend. All right, one second. I'll show you. Okay, this is what I use, right? The 1,000 I use. Here we go. Let's do this. Now it's hard to see. I know it's gonna be hard to see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. It's calcitrol. It's vitamin D3, 1,000 IUs per 5 drops. I take 5 drops and I put it on my wrist like you would do cologne or perfume, and then I rub it on. I'll do it right now. I'll show you. So I take it and I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I just rub them together like that. Done. That's it. And then that will help calcium absorption. magnesium absorption, B12 absorption, and methylcobalamin B12, not cyanocobalamin. What up, my brethren? Have you ever played chess? Yes, we played chess live before. I make my own shampoo. I make it out of beef tallow and lye. Does green? Yes, that's great. I will eat. I get 7-pound jugs tubs of beef tallow about once a month. I cook everything in it, and yes, and you can use that as the carrier oil instead of coconut or jojoba. What's up, Matei? You can use ash and animal fat. Right. There's lye. There's potassium. I can't remember potassium what pot. That's why they call it potash. The ash from potash. Yeah. Wouldn't your hair smell really gross if you washed it with beef tallow? You can use if you just use tallow, but if you use tallow doesn't really smell like anything. That like maybe it doesn't. I mean, I'm not talking about beef fat left over from cooking steak. You don't use that. You get clarified or not clarified, filtered beef tallow. It's one of the first ways. I'm sure you do. Mouthwash is crap. Yes. If you're going to use anything in your mouth, you can use hydrogen peroxide. That's all I've ever used. It tastes like absolute dog shit. You can get Peroxyl, which is mint flavored hydrogen peroxide mouthwash. Yes. Yeah. Get the D3 in you however you can. Get the D in you however you can. Now what I do is simmer it down until there's no smell. I add lye, and then before it sets up, I add in some green tea, sandalwood, and a bit. That's the way it would work. Because you want it to start cooling before you add the sandalwood and stuff. Because the excessive heat can break those, denature them. Why the long face? What up, Hamilton? Okay, there we go. But yeah, absolutely. D3 and B12 are my daily. I take them every day. And I said you're wrong because my cousin is. And I said you're wrong because my cousin in Texas has a dairy cow. What did I say? What did I say? Did I say there's no cows in Texas? I mean, I live in Georgia. Let me know what I said. We'll talk about it. It's seborrheic dermatitis. Yes. It's a yeast infection. Seborrheic dermatitis involves an inflammatory action to normal skin yeast triggered by excess oil, sebum, genetic factors, blah, blah, blah, blah, blah, blah, blah, blah. That's what it is. It's a yeast infection. It's an overabundance of yeast. Makeup is really bad for you. Yes. It's the same thing. It ruins your skin, so you need more makeup. But the thing is, what's crazy about the advertisers, marketers, and influencers, they want to sell more, not less. So they started saying, you're misogynistic. Let women do what they want. Stay out of women's business. And that's what they do to make sure they can keep selling and keep selling. They try to ruin people's reputations by calling them misogynist and stuff when you try to tell people that makeup is bad for their skin. I don't know, brother. I don't know. I play Minecraft. I hate having oily skin. Yeah, brother. Listen, usually you have oily skin from the soaps and whatever you're using because they overly dry your skin out. So then your skin has a reaction to re-lubricate your skin, so it produces more oil. So it's probably because you started washing your face. I mean, you can have natural oily skin if it's your mom and dad also do. I don't know why you're lagging, brother. It kind of scares me, so I just wear mascara. Yeah, so the girl that I dated on and off for 10 years, that's all she ever wore. She wore mascara. No blush, no foundation, nothing like that. And yeah, I only use lipstick. I put it on my lips. Yeah. Oh. Is that? Oh, hold on, let me make sure I got this going. So exactly. And this is listen, a lot of the things that are red are made from dead squished bugs. And like when you get a bug bite and you get a bump, that's a venom basically. And then that's what's in a lot of reds called carmine. And that's why you put it on and your skin starts breaking out and stuff. Your lips get dry. Red 40, let's go. Arizona has horribly hard water. Yeah, that can be counteracted with salts, brothers. And potassium chloride. Potassium chloride, right? Potassium chloride. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, that's what. Yes, potassium chloride and sodium chloride are the two main lies. Arizona is a tough living. Have you ever heard of Abortus? Is that a band? Sounds like. No, never mind. I do. I love summer also, my friend. Yeah, I do too. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. And I tell you what, if it wasn't for me getting on B12 and D3, there I would be asleep right now or at work. But it changed my life to the point where I was like, all right, I'm leaving the movie industry. I'm doing this YouTube Twitch streaming thing, and I can do it 10 hours a day and not take a nap. And I'm 49, and I still have hair color and I got a little bit of gray, and it almost seems like my hair started to get gray, and then when I started taking my supplements, it stopped. I mean, I definitely have some gray, but it's very odd. That's only like mainly like right here. So what's in lip gloss to make my lips so juicy and plump? What up, Gawk 2? You were saying something about milk. You were saying milk. I can't remember. That's all right, bro. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Washington State, everything is kind of perfect if you like rain. I don't like rain. I got rain right now. I mean, I don't like cold. I don't like being cold and wet. I grew up in Maryland for freaking 38 years. No, 34 years. 33 years. 34 years. Close to that, whatever. Let's see. Let's find out. What makes dang it, I can't speak. What in lipstick makes lips plump? Cinnamon, it says. Wow. Cinnamon that causes temporary swelling. So it's inflammation. Lipstick can make lips plump through ingredients like tingling things like temporary swelling, cinnamon, menthol, capsaicin, and peppermint, or makeup techniques that create the illusion of fullness like high gloss, strategic lip liner. Irritants make your lips more plump. You're Serbian? It's kind of cold and wet, but the flooding in the West isn't great right now. No, in the Balkan. Hey, thank you, Panda. You're my first one. I got to figure out a way to honor you, my friend. Hold on, hold on. That's awesome. That's so cool. That's awesome. Thank you. The American world order is over. Says Canada Prime Minister Davis. We should not mourn that. Yeah, right. We'll see how that goes. Have you ever heard about Chargamagamanga? Not yet. Unless that's what something. I think Gulk Tug mentioned something like that that had like 150 letters in it. The longest thing. Is that actually what it's called? Lake Charaminamuyunga is a famous lake in Webster, Massachusetts. I've never heard of it. What up, Space Cow? The Hawthorne effect. The Pug Plug loves the ice. Let's see. I tell you what. Republicans love ice now, and Democrats loved ice 2 years ago, and yeah, it's crazy. Lacerations hidden behind lace. What up, laceration? Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's a mild allergic reaction that makes the lips more. Yes, that's crazy. That's crazy. Here it is. everything's in Greek, Turkish. I can't read it. So it's a mild allergic reaction that makes the lips look more full and shiny. Right. That's crazy. That's crazy. Dayton, South Korea have infinite gas or something. Jeez, Dayton, South Korea. Uh-oh, Gabe. Okay, let's see. Where was it? Let's see. They even had free gas and they were making us pay for it. That's freaking crazy. Ever tried chocolate pudding? It's really, really yummy. I hope everyone is ready. The rapture is coming. I'm ready. I'm definitely ready. Have you? How do you make it to the people in chat when they say something? It appears. What do you mean? I got an app for it. That name is famous in Turkey. Oh yeah, that name is famous for yeah. So Goktuk, Shuritz, he's in Turkey. The guy, couple names up from you. You live there also? Goktuk, Super W live near you. Super. All right, there we go. Let's see here. Christian Hokam. Naberson Hokam. Why is it now everything's in the wrong freaking language? Translate to English. How are you, teacher?
How are you, teacher?
Nabersin hocam?
Haha, I'm freaking awesome. Yo, my package has arrived. Your merch for no, shut up, dude. Don't you know I can see when things are sold? Freaking liars.
İyi geceler kardeşim, iyiyim, sen
My
nasılsın?
friend said to me, I pushed a kid in a wheelchair into a fire and I called him Hot Wheels. Should I call the American military or put him in Area 51? What vitamins are good for you? The best two that changed my life were vitamin B12, methylcobalamin, and D3. 100%. 100%. Changed my freaking life. What's your favorite dinosaur, fella? I was about to say something stupid. My favorite dinosaur? I hope this is a joke. I hope it's like the Lickalotopus or something. My favorite dinosaur is probably the Velociraptor. Some quick little freaking bastard that creates chaos. Yeah, I got merch. Yep. I'm trying to add more. I've only got my Vampire Hunter merch right now. I don't even know how to add it to the stream. It's got my fist with a big crucifix on the back of it, and it says 110th grade on the front. Where do you find it? You can if you go to my channel, Michael. If you go to 110th grade at YouTube, right here, I'll show you. If you go to YouTube,
If you're a huge fan of automating your work, you gotta check this out. You all know what's a Stream Deck, right?
Yep. So if you go here, then you go over to store. I don't know if it's showing there or not. Let me see. You go over to store, and then you get this freaking kick-ass thing. Let me show you. Let's show you guys. I got it in t-shirts and hoodies. Bam. And then 110th grade on the front. Freaking awesome. I think it's like 20 bucks, I think. Let's see. 30 bucks. Jesus. It's like 30 bucks. Oh, that's for extra large. I think it's 27 for regular size. So freaking awesome. I love it. Anyway. Hangari Sahiri Yasuryorison. What do they do? Can you take them together? Yes, you absolutely. Yeah, you should take them together. B12, methylcobalamin B12, not cyano, is for energy. If you're depressed, mental issues, ADHD, that's usually caused from or can be caused from a B12 deficiency. Even if a doctor, the problem is, if a doctor has never checked your blood and said you have ADHD, then they're saying to you, you have ADHD-like symptoms. If they've never tested your blood and said you have chronic fatigue disorder, they say you have chronic fatigue disorder-like symptoms. They should have checked your blood and see if you have any parasites and which all your vitamin levels are. So I take B12 methylcobalamin every day, and I take D3, and I take it. I take B12 under the tongue, and I put D3 on my wrist. That's just how I prefer to take everything. But you can take it however you want. Yeah, sorry. Vampire, I heard you're a vampire hunter. There's a dynamic choice from a dynamic man. Good job. Bam. Thank you, my friend. If you could live with the dinos, no, absolutely not. They would eat me quickly. Ben Barada Takilayorium Arasira Ugra jeez, dude. Anakala Davida, honey. Don't you know that I love you? Cock guzzle? No way. Guzzle. Oh boy. Oh boy. Bindi. Dude, that's crazy. That looks like a joke. Wait, where can I see how much it costs? I need maybe I'll get my brother one. You just go to my channel and click on store. My friend always says don't hire a vampire hunter to take care of your werewolf problem. Yep, if that right person for the right job, that's a smart man. B12 doesn't work for you. Have you tried? There's two main types. There's cyanocobalamin and there's methylcobalamin. Cyanocobalamin does not work for me at all. Actually, for 10 years, I tried taking that at various times, and it never worked. The first day, within an hour of taking methylcobalamin, I was pissed. I was pissed that I felt like shit for 25 years or more. Wait, can I see how much? Yes. A friend always says, yeah, don't hire. Sorry. No problem. And I tell you what, if you, there's Kayla Kala. I actually have a lot. What's your favorite time in history? Right now. My favorite time. And not politically and whatever like that. My favorite time is the time I can make the biggest difference, and that's right now. Right here, right now, watching the wake up from history. Thank you, Matei. I think I can do this too. Let me see. Red 40, let's go. All right, now I forgot what I was doing. Completely forgot what I was doing. Don't worry about it, Matei. It's all right. All right. Now I forgot what I was doing. All right, let's do this. It's 3 o'clock. All right, so I'm gonna take an hour break. I'm gonna eat and everything. I'll be back on. I'll be back on by 4, so about an hour, and then we'll do Minecraft at 8. And if anybody, let me make sure I got you guys in the wackadoodle. By Richard, read the prospectus before taking ADHD drugs. No, I don't take any ADHD drugs. None, zero. I don't take any pharmaceuticals. No, the B12. Yeah, I don't take none of that. The thing is, the doctors have told me you have ADHD back when I was a youth, and they wanted to put me on Adderall and Ritalin and all that shit. But yeah, absolutely not. Where was I at? But yeah, no, I don't take none of that shit, dude. Now, listen, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I tell you what, I mean, I've taken it back when I was a youth, and I took an Adderall for a month. when I was in my 30s, but yeah, I don't mess with that no more. See ya, brother. All right, brother. Jewish programming is strong with us. I'm not Jewish, but I did work for the movie industry, so we definitely did a lot of programming. How much does protesting pay? I don't protest. I'm not a protester at all. I'm anti-protesting, 100%. But it pays a lot. It pays a lot. Like I know, Chorus pays their propagandists $8,000 a month plus $2,000 a travel benefit, travel per diem, so like 10 grand a month. Wait, to minimize the help people can get medication from ADHD becomes a limiting factor. Someone's like, way to minimize it. How about this? How about this delinquency? How about you figure out if it's ADHD first of all? How about that? How about you find out if it's a chemical deficiency first before going on a forever drug? How about that? How about you find out if it's a vitamin deficiency that's causing your ADHD symptoms and that it's not actually ADHD? If you do that first and you still have ADHD, then you do it. That's how things work. Thank you, McKay. American. Nice ubiquitous shirt. It's 10 a.m. here. Imagine. I hope I won't have to go through some kind of screening procedure to just sit here. No, you're all right. I like the stream for your personal. I like the stream. Thank you, John. I wonder if there's. Wonder why there's only 7 people in here because you're sitting here staring at this like the screen like a freak. Were you an active child? Which is fantastic. I was an active child. Yeah, I did a lot. We had soccer. I mean, I played in a soccer league. We had. I mean, back in the 80s and 90s, that's all we had. We didn't have computers inside that had game. I mean, very, very few. I didn't get my first computer until I was 13, and that was one that my dad brought home from work on the weekends that we could play around with that he had to bring back. Why is the Europe diagnosis so much less, way more overdiagnosed in the U.S.? Because medical insurance, health insurance is free over there. They make way more money off of it over here. Just because the name ADHD contains certain letters that have certain connotations does not make any diagnosis benefit the medical have. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when a doctor diagnoses you with something, they're not definitely saying you have ADHD. They're saying you have ADHD-like symptoms. They can't chemically test to see if you've actually got it. So you may have those symptoms. Let me just show you. Vitamin B12 deficiency and ADHD symptoms. B12 deficiency can overlap or worsen ADHD symptoms like intention, hyperactivity, cognitive issues, and lower levels are common in ADHD. So people with ADHD have lower common typical levels of people with ADHD are typically deficient in B12. So the B12 may fix your symptoms enough to make it so you don't need it. You don't need the medication. This is my point. Yeah, we're gonna play Kahoot probably next week. 13 years old. That's like 9 years ago for you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. That's what it is. So, and this is the thing that pisses me off is that why wouldn't they say? Why don't they say, well, hey, most people with ADHD have low vitamin B12, so why don't we get your B12 where it needs to be, and then see if you can handle life now or if you need medications? They're not gonna do that, and they never have. Yeah, so here's the symptom overlaps. Fatigue, poor focus, irritability, memory issues, and mood problems are seen in both B12 deficiency and ADHD. So you may not have it. The first thing you should do is take care of your deficiencies, then see where you're at. And if you still have ADHD symptoms, then you probably have ADHD. Go get some medicine. But yeah, absolutely. You absolutely have to. You absolutely have to look things up yourself. That's what I'm here for. I lived this for decades, and I am not on any pharmaceuticals at all. I'm not on any street drugs at all. I take B12, I take nicotine, and I take vitamin D3 primarily every day. I drink some coffee, but yeah, absolutely. B12 changed my life. It made it possible for me to be able to stream as many hours a day as I do. Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, so when you're told you have something and it hasn't been chemically proven, they haven't taken your blood and said, no, you have ADHD. They're saying you have the symptoms of it, but it might be because of other reasons. It might be from a B12 deficiency. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and call it here. I'll be back on about 4 o'clock, and I'll see you guys later. Hugs and kisses, everybody. Boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom, boom.